Hi everyone, today I'm gonna do a movie talk review. So this time it is a movie talk on The Wizard of Oz. This is released by in the movie theaters in MGM Warner Brothers. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like, the information. No, you have the eco case, and here's the disc, what it'll look like. Hey. Now I'm gonna tell you the story. It begins in Kansas when Dorothy and her pet dog Toto were running away from Mrs. Dulce. Well, we don't see her yet, but I know it begins in brown because it's not in colorful yet. The color is brown first, and then they run home and they run away from, and then after that they try Auntie M, and then Dorothy meant to meet her aunt and uncle, Auntie M and Uncle Henry. Like, the cast we have Darby Gale, who is played by the late Judy Garden, Auntie M, who plays Carla, I forgot her name, and I think it was Carla who plays the late Carla, and Uncle Henry, who is played by, I forgot the late actor who plays. Unfortunately, all their actors passed away. Yeah, and now when we see it, Dorothy tells the three kings, like the King Lion. The lion is played by, I forgot their names. Yeah, and now Dorothy meets up with her friends, and then after that she sings "Someday We're Over the Rainbow." And then one day Mrs. Dulce comes and decides to talks to Uncle Henry, and then after that Uncle Henry, and then she meets up. Then Uncle Henry meets Miss Dulce and says, "Miss Dulce, what you're doing?" And then, "I'm here, Mister." Her dog, and then Mrs. Dulce is played by the late, and after that, then Toto, Dorothy, Auntie M, and Uncle Henry, decided that Mrs. Dulce wanted to take Toto away, but Auntie M said that they cannot cross the law, so they decide that Toto has to go. So Dorothy says go away. So Uncle and Dorothy and Auntie M said, just put him in the basket, Henry. So yeah, and after that, so Dorothy cries. After that, when Mrs. Dulce was going back, she didn't notice that Toto went back, and he went back to see Dorothy, and then Dorothy and Toto wants to run, and they meet the professor. Yeah, and then after that, there's a big tornado, a tornado, and then tries to pick up. Then Auntie M, Uncle Henry, and the three guys tried to find Dorothy, but it was they didn't have no time, so they hid under the shelter, and Dorothy and Toto were inside the house. And meanwhile, when the house was blowing away, she sees a lot of people and then they see Mrs. Dulce, that was also the Wicked Witch of the East. Then after that, when the house lands, sorry about that, it lands to a beautiful emerald to there, and then after that, Dorothy and Toto opens the door when the Twizzler stop, and then it lands to something. After that, it doesn't, and Toto and Dorothy said, Dorothy says, it's not, we're Toto, I believe we're not in Kansas anymore. And then after that, after that, they meet, the Good Witch of the North named Glinda, and then Glinda tells the story about the Wicked Witch of the East, and Glinda said, there's the house, and that's all that's left of the Wicked Witch of the East, her red ruby slippers. And then after that, the Munchkins were happy to see that they were happy, and then they sing the Lollipop Kids. That's my favorite song. This was one track. Then after that, what else? Then when they were having fun, the Wicked Witch of the West appeared, who is played by, and Mark Hamilton, who plays Mrs. Dulce. She also plays the Wicked Witch of the West. And then she said, who killed my sister? Who killed these? And Dorothy said, you thought she was dead. But Glinda says, that's her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West. And the Wicked Witch of the West says, who killed my sister? Who killed the Wicked Witch of the East? Was it you? But Dorothy said it was an accident. But the Wicked Witch didn't know. And then she says, well, my pretty, I can make accidents too. Are you? And then Glinda says, are you forgetting the red ruby slippers? And then when the Wicked Witch of the West saw the ruby slipper, it was gone. Then the Wicked Witch of the West got angry to Dorothy and Glinda and said, the ruby slippers, what have you done? Give them back to me or I... And then Glinda said to it, it's too late, there they are, and they will stay. And then it goes to Dorothy's feet, and then the Wicked Witch of the West says, give me back my slippers. I'm the only one who knows them. They're no use to you. Give them back to me. Give them back. Keep silencing them. You stay about this, Glinda. Then the Wicked Witch says, about this, Glinda. Then the Wicked Witch she said, well, I'll buy my time. And then she says, as for you, my prong lady, I'll get you, my pretty, and your dog too. Then the Wicked Witch of the West laughs and disappears with a red smoke. Then everybody said, after this, that Glinda cannot take Dorothy home. The only one who can help her is the Wizard of Oz. So Glinda said, follow the yellow brick road. Then after that, Dorothy followed the yellow brick road to find the Emerald City. When she was walking, she met a scarecrow. The scarecrow was having a lot of fun. The scarecrow said, I wish I have a brain. And then then Dorothy said, we're off to see the wizard to take me home. And after that, they walked. And then one time, the Wicked Witch of the West was hiding on the bush, and then she sees the Dorothy and the scarecrow. And then after that, then they met the Tin Man. Then the Tin Man was played by, I forgot his name. Frank Morgan, I think. And they walk. And then after that, they meet the Wicked Witch of the West appeared in the house up top in the college and said, you're helping those, stay away. And then the Wicked Witch of the West said to the Scarecrow, here, Scarecrow, you want to play ball? And then the Wicked Witch of the West throws a fireball at the Scarecrow. And then, the Tin Man said he had a heart. And then now they decided to go see the wizard. Meanwhile, when they're walking, they saw a lion that he wanted to be king, that he has some courage. Yeah, so after that, they went. Meanwhile, the Wicked Witch of the West and her flying monkey were looking on her globe and seeing that Dorothy and 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 her friends have been going to the Emerald City, and then the Wicked Witch tries to stop them, and then she puts a spell. She put a sleeping spell on Daisy on the flowers, and then the lion and Dorothy fell asleep. And then after that, Glinda makes the witch's spell broken, and they decided to go. And then the Wicked Witch of the West got more anger. She was furious, and then after that she decided to go to Emerald City. And then the Wizard of the friends had reached to Emerald City. But first they had to clean and get ready. Then after that, they decided to see the Wizard of Oz. The guards decided to see the Wizard of Oz. The wizard says I wish Dorothy said she wanted to go home with her pet dog Toto, and the lion wanted some courage, the Tin Man wanted a heart, and the Scarecrow wanted a brain. So yeah, but the Wizard of Oz says that first you have to bring the Wicked Witch of the West broomstick. So they decided to go to them, and then to bring back the Wicked Witch of the West broomstick. And then after that, they decided to go there. Meanwhile, the Wicked Witch of the West was spying again on her. Hold on. When the Wicked Witch of the West says, surrender Dorothy, and then the people of the Emerald City saw the flying of the Wicked Witch of the West, and then they decided to weak the Wizard of Oz. Then after that, the Wicked Witch of the West decided to, and then after that I forgot now. Then the Wicked Witch of the West and her flying monkeys ordered them to find the wicked. Dorothy and her friends went to the creepy forest to go to the Wicked Witch of the West castle, but unfortunately, the Wicked Witch of the West saw them and then ordered her flying monkeys to get Dorothy and Toto, and she wanted the ruby slippers. And after that, she said, "Fly, my pretties, fly, fly, fly." And then after that, they fly, and Dorothy and her friend sees the flying monkeys, and then the flying monkeys grab Dorothy and Toto, and then the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion got scared and they were shocked. They decided to rescue Dorothy. Meanwhile, in the Wicked Witch of the West castle, the Wicked Witch of the West was holding Toto, and she said, my dear, respect. As long you give me those slippers, Ruby. But Dorothy says, but the good Witch of the North told me to. And then the Wicked Witch said, very well then. Throw that basket and drown him. But Dorothy didn't want Toto to die, so Dorothy decided to give the Wicked Witch of the West slippers. But when the Wicked Witch of the West tried to touch Dorothy's ruby slippers, she got burned and hurt. Her hands got burned. But Dorothy said, can I have my dog? But the Wicked Witch of the West did not like how Dorothy treated her. So after that, she said no, and then and then Toto runs away, and then the Wicked Witch of the West tells her flying monkey, "Catch him, you fool!" And then after that, and then after that, the Dorothy says, he got away, but the Wicked Witch of the West, "Oh, that's who it could trap me, my dog." And then the Wicked Witch of the West says to find Dorothy, and then Toto runs back to see the Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow. And then the Wicked Witch of the West says, she shows Dorothy the hourglass that will keep her alive when she falls down dead, and then she'll get that ruby slippers. Meanwhile, the friends try to rescue Dorothy, but they hide because they see the guards, the Wicked Witch soldiers, and then they dress up as soldiers and rescue Dorothy. And then meanwhile, before they open the door and they rescue Dorothy. Meanwhile, after they reach home, before they could get out, the guards, her soldiers, the Wicked Witch soldiers came and stopped them, and then the Wicked Witch then don't hurt them right away, let them think, and then the Scarecrow grabs the Tin Man's axe and hits the rope, and then the lantern fell on their heads. And then the Wicked Witch got angry. She froze the hourglass, and she got angry. And meanwhile, when they were trying to get them, she said, "Ah, they got away!" Then she orders her soldiers, "Happy you go that way, happy you go this way." They tried to go away, but when they got by the end, the Wicked Witch of the West Calvin said, "Ring around the rosary." And then the Wicked Witch of the West grabs her broom, points her broom, and puts it on the fire to, "How about a little fire, Scarecrow?" But the Scarecrow got burned again, and then Dorothy grabs a bucket of water to cool it, but the Wicked Witch said, "Don't throw that water." Then the Wicked Witch of the West Dorothy throws water at the Wicked Witch of the West, then she melts and melts, and all that's left of her is her dress, her black dress and black hat, and her broom. And her soldiers were slayed by her, and then they said that they wanted to never work. And then after that, Dorothy and her friends took the broom back to the Wizard of Oz. And then after that, the Wizard of Oz sees and then after that, the Wizard of Oz did not let them go home. And then Toto grabs a turkey, and he sees the Wizard of Oz, and then he says that the Wizard of Oz will grant them. The Scarecrow will give him the Paloma. The Oz he gives the Tin Man a heart, and he gives the Lion a courage. And then after that, at the end, the Wizard of Oz decided to take Dorothy home. But before, when Dorothy was trying to go home, Toto tries to see a butterfly and chase him off. And then after that, Dorothy, everyone got, then someone can help. Then Dorothy was sad that she couldn't go home because the Wizard of Oz didn't know how to stop this thing. And then one thing, a pink bubble comes and Glinda, and then she says, "Tap your heels 3 times," and then Dorothy arrives home, and then she said she is back with her aunt and uncle. So, and then after that, that Auntie Anne told them that it was only a dream. Yep. So yeah. So that is my movie talk part 1. So stay tuned for movie 2 talk next week. So bye for now.